live?
Yeah.
How's everybody doing here? We're back for another episode of the Card Lounge with Big Shot Brock and Nasty Nick. What's going on?
Not much.
What's up,
How you
guys?
doing?
How's everybody feeling?
Good.
I almost didn't see you there with that hat.
We stepped it up a little bit.
Yeah, we all
New mics.
We all have mics now.
all got
no need
mics.
to hand back and forth like Bob Barker on The Price is Right.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. So talk to me, Brock. You know what's some? I always like to kick the show off with some early thoughts in the card game. You know what are you seeing out there? What's out there? You're in the jungle every day. You know,
Cards,
trading, selling.
just like always, cards keep going up and down. Like my Kaboom, one sold last week for 1,000. One this week sold for 1,800.
Yeah,
Not 1,800, 800.
unpredictable at times is what I'm hearing.
Hate it. I hate
Yeah.
when they go down.
Yeah,
Yeah. And we don't know, is stuff going to start going back up with football season coming up here in the next month? They report the mini camp and, all that. I mean, when is this a downtime now? Is this an uptime? Is there not a lot of excitement?
yeah.
Don't know.
Yeah, there is. I know I've heard in the past, I remember there was actually an article about it in the Wall Street Journal where July to first week of August is probably the most dead time of year for sports because NBA playoffs, NHL playoffs finish up. You have Major League Baseball, but football doesn't have the preseason yet. College football isn't. So there's like that 6-week kind of downtime here. So might be a good time to buy. Might be a good time to try and get ahead.
Well, like you talk about NBA. Right now they're in the conference finals. There's not a lot of excitement.
No.
There's not. All the excitement is over Cooper Flag.
Yeah.
And he's not even on a team yet.
Yeah.
There's no real, like last year was Wemby mania. Everything was Wemby. There's no real excitement for any guys playing right now to say
Yeah.
like, oh, you got to go get this guy or you got, there's nothing.
Yeah.
It's boring. And hockey, don't even ask me about that.
Yeah.
I don't really know what's going on there. But it just seems like there's zero excitement with basketball, and then football's at a down lag. What's the give?
Yeah. No, you're right. I mean, because, right now you got some smaller markets too in the NBA conference finals with OKC, Minnesota, Indiana. There isn't the LeBron, Laker market. Obviously the New York market is huge with the Knicks, but we'll see. But speaking of, today we kind of wanted to discuss somewhat along the lines of favorites. What's your favorite player, favorite card out of those major three sports? We were kind of just talking about football, basketball, baseball. So, Brock, we'll start with you. Who is your favorite football player? And then maybe also, too, if you want to elaborate on that, your favorite football card or, a combination of the both.
My favorite football player is probably Saquon Barkley, and my favorite card is probably the duel. I forget if it's Jalen Hurts and Devontae Smith downtown one. Is that the duel? Or is it Saquon?
I think it's Saquon and Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
I think. Not positive.
No.
Now, what makes you like Saquon so much? Like, were you
Stater.
Penn Stater? Okay, so even when he was on the Giants and everything like that, too,
Yeah.
you still like to root for him and everything. So you're a loyal guy.
Mhm.
Your future wife will appreciate that. That's good. So
Someday.
yeah, someday. Nick, what about you?
Does it have to be a current player?
Nah.
Favorite player of all time is Bo Jackson.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah.
In football. Bo Jackson. Favorite football card? I don't know. I don't know if I have one. I mean, I like those. I like the Bo Jackson, the one Funkadelic we have.
The one over
It's
there.
like black, white, silver. Kind of cool. And then we
Yeah.
have a pink one also. I have another Bo where he's, jumping over a guy, which is kind of cool. So yeah, I would say probably one of them.
Nice.
What about you, Dan?
Favorite football player? I was a huge McNabb fan.
Throw the ball on the ground.
Yeah, the just my childhood growing up and through middle school and high school. I mean, he was taking us to NFC title games, pretty regularly.
That's true.
And my favorite card is actually Eagles related as well. It's a PSA graded 9. It's a snow day card, and it is LaShawn McCoy and Nick Foles, like a little read option hold as the hole's opening up in that snow game against Detroit.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was. So that's become like one of my favorite cards ever, but definitely for football. What about basketball?
Dr. J.
Dr. J.
The base card we just pulled. Yeah, it is cool. It's a hoops 24 Dr. J. It's just a clean looking card. White background. It has him with the red, white, and blue Sixers.
Yeah.
He's doing the Statue of Liberty dunk.
Nice.
I mean, it's just cool.
That's cool.
Yeah. Oh, well, that is a cool one.
Or MJ.
Can't go wrong with MJ.
It can't go wrong with the GOAT.
98, red, white, and blue, right? Is it 80? 19.
That's 86.
Yeah.
The rookie.
Flair.
We don't have that though.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
all wish.
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
Someday.
Yeah.
Someday.
We'll get there.
If I had to go basketball, it's a Jordan. It's I think it's a 90. I forget what year it is. 91 or 92. Skybox was the first year Skybox.
The one over there.
Yeah, we have it up in the thing. That's definitely my favorite basketball card of all time. I gotta get a better. I have 1 and a 5. I gotta get a little, but that was the one I had as a kid.
Like a
Yeah.
7, maybe?
I gotta get a little better version of it, maybe down the line here. But we'll see.
What about you, Dan?
I mean, growing up again, Philadelphia, Allen Iverson, is up there for me.
We still got patch of him.
There's a card of his that I have. It's got like a Greek Olympic theme to it with like the pillars, gold pillars, and he's turning the corner, making a play. That's probably my favorite card of his. People have picked it up I've had it out at the shows that we go to, but I price it so ridiculously high that
You don't really want to sell it.
yeah, exactly.
But if somebody gives you,
but it's cool. It's
you're
cool.
like, I could buy
yeah,
another one of these if they pay me double what it's worth.
exactly.
Yeah. I do that with a lot too.
Yeah. So
I really don't want to sell it, but figure I can always buy another one.
Yep.
How
about Nick? We'll start with you with baseball. You gonna try and sneak in Bo Jackson again, or
No, I'm not real
Don't you
big
dare
on his.
don't you dare pick my card.
I only have his one. I only got his rookie in baseball.
Don't say the one that I'm
I won't. I won't say your card. Probably favorite baseball card is a 1971 Roberto Clemente.
oh, that's awesome.
It was. Growing up, my one neighbor had it and would never trade it. And I always wanted it. So then, of course, when I got old and was able to buy one, I bought like the cheapest one I could find.
Yeah.
Sent it in for grading. Got a 2.
Yeah.
Like a PSA 2. And it has it says MK on it, because then when you look at it, you figure somebody drew on it with a pencil.
Oh my
too.
gosh.
So that's my favorite baseball card of all time. So once I get that, I have. So again, that's another one. I'm gonna have to try to up and get a little better version of it somewhere down the line.
Let's see, mine. Okay, this is probably everybody's dream card. 1952 Topps Mickey Mantle.
Well, what about one that you have? Like what?
I don't have any vintage cards.
Well, it doesn't have to be vintage. Just be like your favorite.
I don't collect baseball.
Oh, okay. So, but that's a good card to want someday. I want any. My goal is to get any Mickey Mantle card.
Yeah.
Like a real vintage one.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's a 1.
Yeah.
Like I always just want
just to have one.
to have a real, what I call a real Mickey Mantle card.
Yeah.
That's like the goal someday. What about you, big man?
There's a couple. There is. I have a Griffey rookie that I really like. I also have that Bryce Harper, that 1 of 10 gold.
That is a cool card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which one?
The and then there's a Steve Carlton
Yes.
one that I just recently got back. Pal Sports Cards helped me get it graded and everything like that. So came back at 10, auto 10. That one's definitely up there as well.
That is a sweet card.
Yeah,
man.
so-
That is a real sweet card. So we got a little bit of awkward silence downtime here because you can tell we are fully prepared to do these episodes. Like and subscribe. Follow us on YouTube, Instagram, Amazon Music, Spotify, wherever you want to you listen to your podcast. Give us a follow on there. Help us out big time.
What about hockey players?
Hockey, oof. I don't have. I don't even know if I have any hockey cards.
Yeah.
But my two favorite hockey players all the time are Rick Tocchet, who just came back, Flyers' new coach, and Eric Lindros.
Yeah.
I would love to get like an Eric Lindros rookie.
Wayne
Try
Gretzky.
to find one of them somewhere.
Wayne Gretzky.
That one we graded for that one customer, the Wayne Gretzky Topps rookie. That's a sweet card too.
Yeah, that was legendary that he had that.
Yeah.
I was a big Danny Briere fan. I like
Okay.
Danny Briere. But yeah, I've kind of lost touch with hockey a little bit. I don't
too.
follow it as
The
much.
Flyers haven't been that good lately,
Yeah.
so it's like,
Yeah.
if they're hot,
Or the
it's
76ers.
it's cool to watch.
Yeah.
But it's
Especially playoff hockey.
yeah, but it's been pretty dead lately. Not real excited.
Yeah.
College hockey's better than NHL.
Yeah, we like on the college games. So all right, here's one for you. Ready? Non-sports. If you have what's your favorite? If you have one, favorite non-sport card. Go ahead, Brock.
I don't have any, but my favorite one is probably the one with Walt Disney and Mickey Mouse, their rookie card.
The real that thin tobacco card.
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw that on a video. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that'd be cool to get your hands on one of them. So go ahead, Dan.
There's a Ronald Reagan card I have
Okay.
that I like. He was one of my favorite presidents, even though I wasn't alive for that. But I really that one. I have an Obama card, a Trump card. So I like my presidential cards.
There you go. All right.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. It's a niche.
Yeah.
There's people out there who like them too,
Yeah.
and probably not a lot of competition for them, which is a good thing.
No, absolutely.
If you get a good one,
Yeah.
it's worth something. I got two. I have and Brock knows this one, a 1986 Hulk Hogan yellowback rookie card.
It's an awesome card.
I have another one too.
Okay.
My Hulk Hogan, one that he's doing a thumbs up. He's
Oh yeah,
he's going like this.
it's like the sticker card.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has him with his weight belt on and a pair of spandex pants. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And then any of my Garbage Pail Kids.
Yeah.
I love Series 1 and 2 Garbage Pail Kids like
Nasty Nick.
Clog Dwayne and Nasty Nick, Adam Bomb, all of them, Live Mike. I love those cards. If I had to pick, if you told me you have to get rid of all your sports cards or all your Garbage Pail Kids, the sports cards are out the window.
Wow. I love it.
Just because I just think they're just so cool looking.
Yeah.
So, but
But yeah, guys, like Nick said earlier, we put these episodes out. Really a chance to connect with you guys, share our thoughts. We would love to have anyone ever come on and, kind of just shoot the breeze with us a little bit. Again, we have some shows coming up this summer, this fall that we're super excited about. And next week, we're going to dive a little bit more into some college football stuff. College football has gotten into the game of the trading cards and everything like that, and the NIL stuff, and guys autographing things. So next week, be sure to check that out.
yeah,
and
sets to get, who to look for.
Yep.
Maybe an investment player.
Yep.
That's the key anymore. Everyone's
Who do you think Nick Singleton going to?
well, he's still playing at Penn. He has another year at Penn State yet.
Uh,
But that's the biggest thing is every we fall into this all the time. All the cards we try to get are liquid. Like, how fast can we move them? How much can we make a buck on it? Can we do this? Can we do that? We have a few investment players that we've gone after.
Yeah.
You know, mostly baseball. You know, but are there any in college football that we should be? Hey, let's bank on some guys here, and come next April when the draft comes, are they going to get hot?
Yeah.
You know, now's the time.
I agree.
Now might be the time to buy. You know,
I
those
agree.
guys, and you know, hit or miss on some of them. But
Yeah.
maybe we'll share some of that with you.
Yeah.
You know?
I think that would be great. Help out our community of followers. You know, if we pick up a
Yeah.
player or two that we think is worth investing.
But
So,
we do have, and this is news to you guys too. One of our friends who has a local card shop has invited us down to his shop to maybe do a live show there.
awesome.
You know,
Yeah.
so we'll say it a little later with you know, once we get it on the books. You know, then we'll get it
Sounds
out
good.
there. But that's what we're going to do. Some stuff hanging out here in the basement lounge. Maybe doing some stuff at some card shows. Going to some shops, doing some live stuff there. You know, really, you know, trying to knock this thing out of the water a little bit.
Yep.
So
All right, guys. Well, that's it for this week. As Nick always says, you know, keep on collecting.
keep collecting.
And thanks again.